Roots of Rocks presents the No Limits Music Show.
Hey, welcome to Duff's in Brooklyn. It is the No Limits Music Show, and I'm Roger Clark.
I'm Angelina DelCarmen.
I am Joe Schüftan, and it's the season finale of the first season of the No Limits Music Show, and we have quite a special show.
Good stuff. I mean, it should be. I mean, we've done 10 shows. We didn't even think we'd make it out of the gate. Did we? You guys probably would.
Yeah, we made, our livers made it.
Right, a couple shows I didn't know if you'd make it, but you did.
I did, yeah. And then made it to work the next day.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Amen to that, man.
Yes, thank God.
And right now we're cranking Sepultura here. Of course, Roots, Bloody Roots is the 20th anniversary of Roots. And we have Max Cavalera telling us exactly how the band were able to go from playing clubs in Brazil to playing in America as a South American band in a time in which it wasn't possible.
It's a cool story. You got to check this out. I didn't even know about that, but it's a really cool. You got to check it out.
We also have a new video from our friends from ANAKA, a great New York City band.
I got to play with them once. They're great guys.
You know what? As always, here at Duff's, it's about having a good time, being with your friends, cranking Sepultura, and celebrating life. The No Limits Music Show starts right now. And we're here at Duff's in Brooklyn for the last episode of season 1 of many seasons of the No Limits Music Show.
Superstitious.
I'm not gonna wood.
Yeah, I love it, yeah.
Oh, here.
There you go. That's it, yeah.
There's the wood.
You have wood, Joe.
But hey, man, in a very serious note, lately we've been losing so many music heroes. Scott Weiland, of course, from SDP. Lemmy from Motorhead, which is always gonna hurt, of course. And when we were taping the Lemmy episode, David Bowie passed away, man. Like, nobody knew about it.
Yeah, that was a shock. I mean, that really, kind of knocked my socks off because, I'm a big fan. I've seen him a bunch of times over the years. Always loved his music. And the thing about him is that whether you were into punk or pop or metal, he kind of crossed all of those, and you even said you went on Twitter and saw some people who you may not think were Bowie fans, right? Yeah.
Like the whole gamut of artists is like Bowie, because he kept reinventing himself. And of course, what he left us, the fans of music, no matter what music you like, what he left behind right at the very end, it's amazing.
That's right. It's a really great album. I got to check it out, and it actually has a jazz band with it. So after going from, pop to metal to rock to all these different genres, that he's leaving us with this like experimental album. It's really beautiful. So it's really wonderful that he's leaving that to fans. And, all these artists, as sad as it is that they're gone, they have left us albums and music videos that will go on for generations and generations.
That's a good thing about being a big-time musician. Glenn Frey, who I was surprised, not surprised because there was a song, Don Henley Must Die, but Glenn Frey, the next day, people saying, who cares, the Eagles sucked.
Oh, God.
Which is like, come on.
The very next day.
Give the guy a break, It's like, and like I said, I'm not the biggest Eagles fan. I don't have all their records and stuff like that, but...
I do love the Eagles, by the way.
Well, yeah. You like the Eagles like
Obviously they have fans.
Like I like Aha, it's like, You remember Aha?
You mean ABBA?
No, Aha, Take on Me. Come on. Forget it. Why do they even go there? No, but yeah, anyway. But the point being, let the guy rest in peace before you start saying, the Eagles sucked. It's like...
Yeah, think about the family.
You made a shitload of money. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. But, hey, that's what social media is all about, pissing people off, right?
Keyboard warriors everywhere.
Oh, you don't even have to go on social media to piss people off. Phil from Pantera? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, no, bad
terrible,
choice. Yeah, bad decision.
Terrible.
Come on, yeah. And of course, we're referring to him. He did the whole
Sig Heil,
right?
yelled white power.
White power, nah. Yeah, that doesn't go over well these days.
No.
It's like, any days. And look, metal, punk over the years always about shock.
Right.
Shocking. We were talking about Black Sabbath and Ozzy biting, the head off a bat. I mean, from Nazi skinhead punks but. You know what? It's 2016. People trying to come together, and it was just I think he just made a bad decision.
Well, there were rumors before. There's certain lyrics and some things that he's been saying behind the scenes that a lot of people did think that he was a white supremacist or racist.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's true or not. But this kind of was the peak of it,
Yeah.
and he got such bad backlash that I think this has either like helped him have a change of heart, because his apologies seemed very legitimate in my opinion.
Yep.
So maybe he realized, wow, you know, maybe not all my fans are white, and maybe I need to broaden my horizons here and see that really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Some other quick notes. You have the lead singer of Slipknot, Corey, not leaving the band.
No. Not leaving.
Right, yeah.
No.
And he made sure to go. He again, back to social media, he went right out on Twitter and said, guys, I know what you're talking about. Still in Slipknot. Don't worry, I just
love
don't.
rumors.
Well, yeah, he basically was like, listen, I don't want to be wearing a mask and sweating on stage when I'm like 55 years old, which is totally understandable. I'm sweating right now. I'm exhausted thinking about it. So, you know.
But I feel like wearing a mask, you could get away and be like 100 years old and still look like you're young because you're up there.
Right?
He should just keep doing it so he doesn't like lose the muscle power to do it.
Well, season 10, I'm planning on wearing a mask.
Hell yeah.
Just so you know. We'll have to work on that.
Speaking of having makeup and masks, Ghost just won.
Right. I know,
At
yeah.
the
Grammy,
Grammys.
yeah,
They won
the
Best
Grammy.
Metal Performance. And we did like the Wheel of Misfortune a couple episodes back, and that album was definitely repeated a lot. So definitely check that one out.
Yeah, I guess it's better than Jethro Tull winning. Remember they?
Oh,
remember that?
man.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
This is an actual metal band this time.
And then you got
Absolutely.
Metallica. Obviously has new stuff coming out.
Oh yes.
Played the night before the Super Bowl. 30 years since the great Master of Puppets album, which really got me into Metallica. I kind of was like,
Oh, that was the one?
I was a late late
Boomer.
to the party when it came to Metallica. I was listening to other stuff, and a friend turned me on to it, and then that was it. I never went back, and of course some people not happy with Metallica, the career direction they took when it came to music. But come on, you said that concert the night before the Super Bowl, they have a lot of fans left.
They almost had as many people at the Super Bowl without the sports factor, which obviously brings a lot of people.
Yeah.
So they're laughing now. Who's laughing now? Not the NFL.
Right.
Metallica's laughing, working on a new record, because now they got to catch up to Anthrax and Megadeth, because both released amazing records recently. And of course, Slayer were already leading the pack. So now those three of the big four bands have a new record out. So now Metallica's got to catch up so they can do another big four show. And maybe they'll do like a Continental tour. Why not? And maybe they can borrow Ed Force One from Maiden,
Yeah, that's
Borrow
right.
the plane.
Another big four would be awesome. I don't remember the last one, but it was fun. Apparently, some people told me it was fun.
But I heard that you broke the bar, that there was no more beer left, nothing to drink left.
Yeah, so I think it's time. Is it that time?
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
By the way, I bought you like 3 beers tonight, so let's come on.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
catch up.
seriously,
up.
yeah.
All right,
yeah.
we're back right here on the No Limits Music Show. We're at the Gramercy Theater in New York City, once again with Max Cavalera from Soulfly. Welcome back, brother.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, how you doing?
Obviously, you're here because you have a brand new album, your 10th album with Soulfly. So first of all, congratulations, because 10 albums with any group, any project in metal, it's amazing, man.
It's crazy. But, I feel really good. I really like the record. I think it was a really good team that we used. Matt Hyde producing, and Eli Run did a beautiful cover. Marcelo Vasco did the designs inside. And the songs itself, we are playing 7 new songs right now. We never done that before. And we got no complaints, we do a lot of meet and greets after the show. And sometimes I ask the fans, was that too much? Too much new songs, for you guys? Like, no, it was great. We love the new stuff. So it's killer, And I think it was a really strong album, For a lot of bands, when you're on your 10th album, you're losing gas.
Yes.
You're slowing down. But not for us. It was more pedal to the metal. We went even more extreme. Rise above the abyss. Consecrate. This was great.
has always had a very strong connection with you, because the people out there might not know this, but the first time, right, it was Sepultura was looking to get that break. You came to New York. You came here to meet with Roadrunner, and the rest of history. But I heard somewhere that you got a free ticket to come to New York for that meeting. How did you get that ticket? What do you tell us a little bit about that backstory? Because I think that's pretty cool. How you kind of risked everything to be able to do this nowadays.
It was actually a scam. It was a guy that worked on Pan Am Airlines. They don't even exist anymore. And I didn't have money to come to New York, no way, so we didn't have that much money. So he made a deal with me. If I carry a box with, I think it was like 100 vinyl, some metal bands, I don't even know who they were. If I carry that box to him and bring it here to New York and give it to some guy, I'll get the free tickets, but there's a catch. I had to wear a suit and had my hair tied, and that's all right, I did that too. It's like no problem, it's like, sacrifices you make in the name of metal. I look at it as that, and so I do that. And so the ticket was only for 2 days. I was only in New York for 2 days, and together I bought I think like 10 copies of Schizophrenia, and I dropped them at the main labels, Roadrunner, Combat Records, some other Duff Records or something, and that's when I first met Monty and Don Kay and those guys, and they actually picked me up in the airport, and they were laughing at me because I had the suit on, they're like, they take pictures, somebody has those pictures somewhere, it was like funny, and I think maybe it wasn't that this time, but I came back another time in New York. I did a signing autograph, a slip disc, and 3 people show up, which was like, whoa, dude, the owner felt really bad, he's like, what can you say? Only 3 people knew about it. It was like, we only had Schizophrenia back then. We're not a big band that we end up being. But it was cool. But for the name of metal, we have to do all that. So I did that. So, and during those 2 days that I was here, I got mugged actually with a knife, with a black guy. I had $5 in my pocket, man. I gave him the $5. He left me alone. But I had, so I was like, I always think about I came all the way from Brazil, which is a very, violent country, and to get a knife in my throat in New York, that's just crazy, Well, it was all part of the adventure. So I got mugged, got the records, came with a suit, and we got Sepultura signed, so mission accomplished, man, All that was worth it, something, so all that work. And I think that's what I try to explain, I think sometimes to my kids, and even to other bands. I try to get a point across in the book, too. That to make it in this business, to survive, to thrive in a metal world, you have to do, I think sometimes you have to do things that other people wouldn't do it. And that's one of those things, Somebody else might say, oh, fuck it, I'm not putting a suit and tying my hair and, I'm just gonna stay here. Fuck it, too much work, You could do, I could have done that, but maybe we never got signed and then never got out of Brazil. The band would be done and life would be over, I would have become, something else. So you have to put yourself in a position to do things that other people wouldn't do, and that's part of the survival and part of being in a band. And it gets easier as through the years, of course. We still have to work a lot. We still have to tour a lot, and especially nowadays with nobody selling CDs, the industry going down. But I think it's kind of cool. I think for people to read that story, and it's cool that you mentioned that. And I'm glad I got to share with the viewers there, the story and the sacrifices that you make for metal, you know, and it's great. I don't regret at all. I would do it all over again if I had to, you know. It's part of me. It's part of my beliefs, you know. I believe that you gotta do that to achieve something, and then you do it, man. You know, it's no big deal. It was the same with when I had to start over with Soulfly. We went back to small clubs, and you know, after being with Sepultura, Roots tour was a big tour, playing like 10,000 seaters in Europe. And next thing I know, I was with Soulfly, and we're back in a bunch of shitholes full of rats. What the fuck you can do, you know? And I did gracefully, you know, without complaining, man. I didn't say one word, you know. I wasn't like a bitter guy going, oh, my glory days, you know. I deserve a better dressing room than this, you know. I never said none of that, dude.
And finally, when and if Sepultura would be inducted into a Hall of Fame, would you attend the ceremony?
Of course, yeah. That's not up to us. That's gotta come from them, you know. But, you know.
But you will be there?
Of course, yeah. For sure, man. And you know, hopefully it will happen. I think eventually it will happen at some point, you know. Especially being the only Brazilian band that have done so much, you know, in metal. Yeah, you know, so we'll see what happens, you know. But I'll definitely love to be part of it.
All right, Max, obrigado.
Hey, we're back at Duff's, and it's time to spin the Wheel of Misfortune and find out this episode's question. So here we go. Round and round she goes, and the number is number 14. And this question is, what is your favorite Black Sabbath album? Wait, Angelina DelCarmen is at Madison Square Garden, where she's talking with all the crazy fans checking out Black Sabbath's final New York City show. Angelina, take it away.
That's right, Roger. We're here at Madison freaking Garden for Black Sabbath's last show. Check it out, guys. Let's ask these guys the Wheel of Misfortune question. What is your favorite Black Sabbath album?
My favorite Black Sabbath is the original Black Sabbath album, Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Which was 46 years on February 13th, 1969.
That's right. I'm impressed.
Yes, and I was here at Madison Square Garden in 1975 for their first show.
It's not about an album, it's about Black Sabbath in total. They originated in 1968.
That's right.
They are, you know, besides The Who, they were the original as far as I'm concerned. And I love all their music.
One with Wicked World in it. Black Sabbath original.
I'd say my favorite song is Crazy Train.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite song. Yeah.
But it's all right,
I mean,
though.
I'm sorry, but
I'm
yeah,
here because
Ozzy.
our Amy
I'm
Corbin
here
has
because
it.
of Ozzy.
What is your favorite Black Sabbath album?
Oh my God. Okay, honestly, Volume 4, hands down favorite album.
All of them. I don't know. Yeah.
It's actually the common answer tonight.
Well, the first song that I learned on bass was Paranoid, so yeah.
Can you tell me what your favorite Black Sabbath album is?
Black Sabbath, the first album they ever made.
Awesome. Woo! Ozzy! Hey, it's Roger. Time for a video, and just as we've been doing all season, we got to pay tribute to all the great local bands here in town. One of them is ANAKA. This is their latest. It's Death Born on the No Limits Music Show.
Rise from your grave.
back from Madison freaking Garden, which was, unfortunately, Black Sabbath's last show there.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I didn't get tickets. No, whatever. I'm not gonna stop whining about that. I've been whining for weeks.
Scalpers.
It was sold out, and the fans were crazy. And I asked them, "What is your favorite Black Sabbath album?" I got all kinds of answers. Really, I don't think I got like a everybody said this or everybody said that kind of thing. Most people said all of them. But I'm gonna make you guys pick. What's your favorite Black Sabbath album?
Yeah, I'm gonna be predictable. I like Paranoid, the second one, because the great songs like Iron Man, Paranoid, title track, of course, War Pigs. Found it in I was like sneaking in my uncle's closet, and I found his record stash, and I was like, what, put it on. I was like, oh my God, just like, whoa. And I also found a porn magazine that I sold the next day in the school cafeteria in junior high for $5. That was like my entrepreneurial spirit at work. I hope Uncle Joey isn't missing that magazine right now.
Yeah,
He's still looking for it.
Yeah, right. What does it have to do with Black Sabbath? I don't know.
It was in the closet with Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
And Joe?
Oh, I mean, if you want to talk about predictable, the first album, Black Sabbath, the cover, the sound, the lyrics, the darkness of that album, that's the blueprint of heavy metal.
Right.
If you think about it, them being like very classical music oriented, especially Ayomi, we gotta hit that note of the devil's note, and everything's written in that note. It's just like, and of course, every record after that. And thankfully, I mean, at the time it sucked when Ozzy had to leave the band because of substance abuse, but thankfully Dio took that torch and kept flying it. So there's so many generations of fans that have been influenced by Sabbath, and that's probably what you saw at the Garden.
Yeah, there are definitely Dio fans who fight the Ozzy fans.
Yes.
But really, it's just great that there's one band that has two great singers that are legacies. And I guess it's my turn. My favorite Black Sabbath album is also Paranoid. And you named my favorite songs, and they're classics, so I'm going to go with that one.
Yeah, 2 against 1?
That's okay. It's okay.
We're right.
I don't like that attitude.
Could have went with Heaven and Hell, Born Again. Well, Born Again people don't like him.
And speaking of attitude, earlier on the show, we had Max telling us the whole roots of how he came to New York to get the band signed. And it's only appropriate to roll a clip right now, Sepultura, who's, celebrating 20 years of their album Roots.
Right, yeah.
It's a great
Playing
album.
Attitude at Ozfest 96. See what I did there? Ozfest, Ozzy, Sabbath.
good.
See how the influence is always there?
Yes.
And Roots is one of the most influential albums, and it's a great way for us to finish the season in a huge, huge wave.
Yeah.
And of course, we're back with more of the No Limits Music Show. We want to thank David, Zuli, Dennis, Sabrina, and everybody who cares about heavy music, and Jimmy, and everybody
thanks for
at
letting
Duff's.
us use Duff's. I mean, we have the best set in the world for a metal show. I mean, how could you get any better? Plus, they have beer. So
Let's go drink some beer while listening
Good
to
idea.
Sepultura's Attitude. We will see you next time for season number 2.
2.
serious note, lately.
What happened? What
Right. Sorry, we're doing the intro.
What intro?
This is the latest from Winger.
Did I?
It's called Madeline.
Remember everything.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
Well,
How about war pigs?
there you go.
Shit.